everyone. Hope you all are fine and taking care of your health. Here we are going to begin the topic fiber to fabric. Okay. Before we begin, let's have introduction part of this topic and we'll see what is given in your textbook to introduce the topic fiber to fabric. Okay. So here the main character is of Paheli and Bujo, brother and sister. Let's see how do they introduce this topic. So Paheli and Bujo attended science quiz competition which was held at their school. Okay, so in their school there was science quiz competition and both attended it. What happened after that? They won first prize in that competition. Okay, so what was the prize? They won cash prize. Okay, they got money out of that competition. Okay, as they won it, and they wanted to buy clothes for their parents. Okay, so they were what they wanted to buy out of that money. So they wanted to buy clothes for their parents. And what they did to buy the clothes, where we should go? Yes, you are right. We have to go to clothes shop. So Paheli and Pujo also just had been to clothes shop. Okay, what happens next? We'll see now. They had gone to clothes shop. Okay, so what happened over there? They have seen variety of fabrics. Okay, so fabrics means what? Clothes. Different types of clothes they have seen. They have seen cotton clothes, they have seen synthetic clothes, they have seen woolen mufflers and shawls as well as silk saris in that shop. Okay, after looking at all these, they got confused. So what these clothes are made up of? They wanted to know. So what they did is, at last they bought a woolen muffler and a cotton sari for their parents. What they bought is a woolen muffler as well as a cotton sari. So just to see here in the shop what they have seen, variety of clothes. Okay, different types of clothes, and they just want to know what these clothes are made up of. Okay, so they have also seen in the shop bed sheets, blankets, curtains, tablecloths, towels and duster. Duster, the cloth which is used to make the dust free area. Okay, so school bags and gunny bags. Gunny bags means you can just sacks. Okay, or you can say goni chil antira. So that one. So all these, when they have seen in the shop, they wanted to know. They had just a curiosity, developed a curiosity to know what these clothes are made up of. So yes, children, that is what the topic is. We are going to learn what these clothes are made up of in this lesson. So shall we begin the topic? Here we go. Let's clear Paheli and Bujo's doubt. Okay, what was their doubt? That what fabrics are made of. Okay, let's solve their doubt here or clear their doubt. Fine. Activity number 1, what is given in your textbook is visit a nearby tailor shop and collect the leftover clothes from the shop after stitching. There will be leftover clothes, no? Those we have to collect. And by collecting, after collecting that one, we have to just touch and feel. Fine. So what do you observe? Now at present lockdown period it is, need not to visit any tailoring shop. You can just directly look at the clothes which are available at home. Okay, and try to collect different varieties, and with the help of parent you just try to label those or find out what they are made of. As we did in activity 1, we collected some pieces of clothes. From that only you just collect one cotton cloth. Okay, when you just look at it closely, we seem as if it is a continuous piece, but is it so? Let's have activity number 2 and find it out. Look at it closely, then you just find at the edge here like this open just threads, right? So these loose thread, can you try to remove it one from the edge. I'll just try to take out one slowly. If it is not possible for you, just use pin or else the needle to take out single thread out of that cloth. So what is this shows? So this cloth, this fabric is made up of yarns arranged together. What does this yarn mean? Yarn means thread. Okay, so these threads are arranged together to make fabric. Fine. So that is what we have learned through this second activity. You too please try at home. And now we are just going to know what these yarns are made of. Right? Paheli and Bujo got their doubt clear that fabrics are made of yarn. What they got the message now? Fabrics are made of yarns. Okay, so these yarns arranged together. Okay, arranged together to make fabric. Now the question is, what yarns are made of? So what these yarns are made of? So let's know it with the third activity. As in the activity number 2, Paheli and Bujo got answer for the question, that is fabrics are made of what? Okay, what fabrics are made of? Yes, fabrics are made of yarn, right? So they got answer. Now they got the question is, what these yarns are made of. Okay, so what these yarns are made of? Let's try to just clear this doubt also with this help of activity number 3. So as we have taken one yarn from the piece of that cloth, I'll just try to pull, fine, or press one end of yarn along its length. So press one end of the yarn, try to make it one of the edge. You can just go for it. So here I got. As I made it loose, I just find difficulty to put this thread into the eye of the needle. Do you know why? Because splitting of this yarn into many strands will make difficulty to put this thread into the needle, right? So this yarn is again made up of many strands. As I am not able to insert this yarn into the eye of the needle, because this single yarn again is splitted into many thin strands. Okay, so these thin strands are made of fibers. What it is made of? Yarns are made of thinner strands called as fibers. Okay, the answer for the question, yarns, what yarns are made of, right? So they are made of thin strands called fibers. Okay, so what we can say is fabrics are made of yarns, and these yarns are made of thinner strands. They are called as fibers. So as Paheli and Bujo got their questions answer that yarns are made of fibers. Okay, now the question what they are asking is, where do fibers come from? Where do these fibers come from now? So the answer, let's clear this question also. Okay. So the fibers of some fabrics such as cotton, wool, jute and silk are obtained from plants and animals. So such fibers are called as natural fibers because we are obtaining it from plants and animals naturally. So they are called as natural fibers. Okay. So cotton and jute are obtained from plants. Cotton and jute are obtained from plants, whereas wool and silk are obtained from animals. Okay. So wool, usually we just obtain it from fleece of sheep or goat, or even from hair of rabbits, yak and camels. Whereas silk is drawn from the cocoon of silkworm. Okay. Around 4,000 years ago, there was only one natural fiber was used to make fabrics, whereas in last 100 years we started to use the clothes or fabrics which are made up of chemical substances. They are called as synthetic fibers. So synthetic fibers, these fibers that are not obtained from natural sources like plant and animal, they are made from chemical substances. Okay. So example, polyester, nylon and acrylic. Okay. So the difference between natural fiber and the synthetic fiber is natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals, whereas synthetic fibers are not obtained from the natural sources like plant and animal. They are made from chemical substances. Okay. So here we got the answer for this question, this query. Okay. They were having, where do the fibers come from? So they come from natural sources, plant and animal, whereas synthetic fiber are obtained by using chemical substances. I hope Paheli and Bhuj are happy now, because in this class they have got the clearance of the first question. Fabrics are made of yarn. Yarns are made of fibers. Where do the fibers come from? So fibers which are obtained from plants and animals, they are called as natural fibers. Fibers those are made from chemical substance are called as synthetic fibers. So in this class we have just gone through introduction of this fiber to fabric topic, as well as variety in fabrics. Activity number 1, which we just have gone through the touch and feel of the fabric, and activity 2, pulling thread from the fabric, and activity 3, splitting yarn into thin strands. Okay, what all we have learnt is what is fiber and what is fabric made of, that is yarn. What is yarn made of, that is fiber. Okay, natural fibers and synthetic fibers we learnt in this video clipping. So in the next video clipping we will continue the topic fiber to fabric. Till then, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy.